This is the Chapter 2 vocabulary video. I will be reading through the vocabulary and commenting a bit more on the words. Speaking to you, the person learning Greek word studies, one of the most important things for you to do right now is just get more comfortable reading and writing Greek. Okay, that's one of our goals for you in these early chapters, is that you get more and more comfortable reading and writing Greek words. So these vocabulary words here, you should write them out, you should say them, you should learn them Greek to English, English to Greek. So if I say, what is the word for brother? You say adelphos. If I say, what does adelphos mean? You say that means brother. Okay, let's pronounce these. So we have adelphos, right? Adelphos, and we're trying to put a little more emphasis on that last syllable. It's a little bit hard for the English tongue to do this because we're not used to stressing the last syllable like that, but that's adelphos. I'll remind you that's a smooth breathing mark. That is not a rough breathing mark. If it were a rough breathing mark, we would say, it's hard to say because it's not a Greek word, hadelphos, right? But there is no H sound there. It's adelphos. And that accent there, that's the acute. The grave would look like this, the circumflex like this or like this. But the accent just means to stress that syllable, adelphos. It means brother, and in plural, it could mean like adelphoi. You don't know that, but it could mean brothers or sisters, brothers and sisters. There is a more distinct feminine form for sister, adelphae, but if this word can be used generically, like, hey, there's an adelphos. If an adelphos sins against you, well, it means if another member of the Christian community, a brother or sister. In ancient Greek, the singular masculine form was used in a generic way, kind of like the way the word man was used 50 to 100 years ago in English, meaning it could mean a specific male person or it could mean a human being, right? And that's very similar to the way the singular masculine forms work in Greek. So say with me, anthropos, right? That is the word for man or human being. It can mean husband. There's also another word in Greek we're not learning right now, aner, which is more specifically it's more like the word male in English. And this is not that word. This is the word anthropos. Say with me, anthropos, right? Now, I'll remind you, we mentioned this in a previous video, when you have two gammas together, it makes an ng sound, okay? It doesn't make a g sound, it makes a ng sound. So this is euangelion, right? We're trying to put a little more emphasis on the ge there. Say with me, euangelion, euangelion. That means good news or gospel, right? Good news or gospel. Say with me, theos, theos. That's the word for God. And of course, there are lots of English words that are ultimately derived from Greek words, right? The theology, the study and discussion and of God, right? And so you see, that's a great way, if you're a native English speaker, a great way to learn vocabulary is use English derivatives or cognates to help you remember these. If there is no English derivative or cognate, then the best thing to do is say, well, what does it sound like? What does it sound like to you? And then on the basis of that, create some memory device that you can work with. So then the next word we have here, say with me, is cosmos, right? Cosmos is the word for world or universe. Has a range of meaning. We get the word cosmos from this. Cosmetics. Cosmetics are the ordering of the face, right? And so, again, we don't want to engage in etymological fallacy here, but maybe that word will help you remember. The English word will help you remember the Greek word, cosmos. Again, you need to be making flashcards or use the website gntvocab.com. Personally, I would generally recommend physical flashcards that you write out, that you see, that you say. Studies have shown that handwriting material will help you to remember it better. Also, at this point, it's very important for you to just practice writing the words. Just write them over and over and over again. This is your new doodling. You're sitting, waiting for something, kind of your mind wandering, rather than just writing nonsense or drawing little pictures. You're going to start doodling Greek words. The next word here is kurios. Say with me, kurios. This is the word for Lord, Master, Sir. When Jesus is addressed by people and called Lord, this is the word being used there, kurios. And then our final vocabulary word in this chapter is Logos. Say with me, logos. Logos. This word, like all Greek words, all Greek words have a range of meaning. This one can mean like singular word. It can mean like financial account. It can mean message, right? Only the context can tell us which of these possible meanings, right? The semantic range, which of these, and this doesn't really give the whole semantic range of logos. For that, we would want to look in a good lexicon. Lexicon being just a fancy name for a technical dictionary there, but we want to look in a good lexicon, and a good lexicon would give us the semantic range for logos in the time period that we're curious about. So we would want a lexicon that deals with the time of the New Testament, right? From that literature of that roughly the same time period, so we could understand the possible range of meaning. The technical term for that is semantic range. These, I'll remind you right here, these are just glosses. These are just giving you it could mean this, it could mean this, it could mean this. The most common meanings, and then the hard work of studying a text is determining what the specific meaning is, not what just the range of meaning is. Okay, let's just read through these one more time, and you'll be done. So say with me: adelphos, anthropos, euangelion, theos, cosmos, kurios, logos.